nearly 10,000 people here in Fresno County. The complaint accuses SEIU, United Healthcare Workers West, of using illegal tactics to win a recent election. CBS 47's Rebecca Lindstrom joins us live in the newsroom with more. Rebecca.
That's right, Ken. It's part of a power struggle that's now being played out nationally as it hits the pages of the Wall Street Journal. In June, home health care workers had to decide who would be their next union to represent them. Some say it was a close election that was anything but fair. Mary Townsend says two ladies knocked on her door and said they would make sure she lost her benefits if she didn't vote for SEIU.
Hello?
Moments later, she says her phone rang with yet another threat.
For somebody to knock on your door and you're talking to one person and then somebody to call on you. I felt like I didn't have a choice.
This woman claims SEIU threatened her with deportation.
They just made her
sign
here.
They
Much more or less they obligated her to vote for SEIU.
And this week, Carlos Martinez told the Fresno County Board of Supervisors he not only witnessed SEIU doing it, he was working for the union when it did.
I was the guy who actually scared the people.
He wants the county to suspend contract negotiations until the state conducts an investigation.
I was part of this, and I feel embarrassed and ashamed. And also, I feel that I betrayed the home care workers that trusted me with a vote.
The competing union, NUHW, filed a complaint with the Public Employee Relations Board.
Folks had to call the police on them for banging on the doors and screaming, "We know you're in the building, you need to come out, we want your ballot."
But SEIU calls all of it just sour grapes.
There is no merit to the accusations that people were told to lie or to touch ballots or to do anything that would be improper under the rules of the election or illegal.
They say Martinez is upset because he didn't get a job with the union after the election. Townsend says she only knows what happened to her.
I felt threatened. It was threatening. It was scary.
And recent budget cuts have affected the pay and hours of home health care workers. That could be adding to some of their frustrations because they do blame the union now for that. No word on when the state will decide whether to investigate their complaint. In the newsroom, Rebecca Lindstrom, CBS 47, on your side.
Rebecca, thank you for that update. Well, the weekend's thank you. New at 6, an update to a story you saw first on 47. Home health care workers call for a new election tonight to solve a bitter union dispute. In June, the SEIU, United Healthcare Workers West, narrowly won an election to represent hundreds of workers in Fresno County, but some claim illegal tactics were used to get that win. CBS 47's Steve McCarron joins us live now in the studio with more. Steve.
Ken, SEIU members claim that election was fair, but tonight supporters of a rival union say they've been retaliated against for coming forward about lies and threats that were allegedly used to get votes, and they want to see the election results overturned.
It was like psychological warfare.
Carlos Martinez says he witnessed election fraud firsthand as an SEIU employee this past summer. Since coming forward 2 weeks ago with claims the union instructed him to break the rules, he says he's been threatened and now worries about his safety.
My cell phone called me the B word, the F word, a snitch, a liar, and it's like 20 calls per day, my cell phone.
Members of the rival union NUHW are now hoping to overturn the election results. Earlier this month, it filed charges with the State Public Employment Relations Board, claiming SEIU intimidated people to vote a certain way. Some, like Patricia Barbosa Rodriguez, say they were even threatened with deportation.
Yo tuve miedo. I was scared because I'm here legally. I'm a resident here, but since they said that they were a very powerful union, I thought to myself, well, who knows what they can do.
SEIU members say the election was fair, arguing the charges filed with the state were made by a disgruntled employee who was denied a job after the election.
I think it's more about the publicity and just continuing to try to cast a negative light on SEIU.
Martinez says if the election is held again, he'll vote for NUHW. He's hoping the county will suspend contract negotiations until the state completes its investigation. Now, the Public Employment Relations Board is now reviewing the charges. It could take up to a year or more before a resolution is reached. Live tonight in the studio, Steve McCarron, CBS 47 on your side.
Steve.